My dear friends, welcome every morning with a smile. Let's look on the new day as a special gift from the Creator, another golden opportunity of today. Let these few minutes set the theme of success and positive action that is certain to echo throughout the year. On this note, may I invite Elna Johnson to set the vibrant and positive tone for the day by invoking Lord's benevolent blessings on this August gathering. Please get ready for the prayer and pray with me in silence. O God of light, thank you for bringing us all together to share and be aware of all we need for the academic progress of the students. Through your will, we were created to be your sons and daughters. Lord, we pray that you send your Holy Spirit to guide us in our undertakings. Strengthen our hearts and give us the wisdom to find what is best for us. Inspire our thoughts, discussions and ideas as we work together to ensure that we are in the right path. Guide our teachers and parents to always do what is best for their children by being patient and understanding. Keep us healthy and help us to grow in grace, love and be the best learners. We ask all this through you, O God of light. Amen. Today is a great opportunity to introduce the blooming buds to facilitate a smooth transition so that they adapt faster to the change and embrace experiential learning for a bright future. The ancient tradition of lighting the lamp has a special significance as light symbolizes knowledge. Knowledge removes ignorance just as light removes darkness. Now I cordially invite Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony and the guest of honor, Dr. Ajesh Raj Saksena, to light the lamp. and intellect behind the little flower, a visionary charged with meticulous execution, unflinching determination, and sheer commitment. Now I invite Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony to welcome the gathering.
Good morning and a gracious welcome to Dr. Ajesh Saksena, our proud alumnus for being here today as a guest speaker. Reverend Brother Jacob Madali Kunella, Primary in Charge, Ms. Hanuman Madam, Academic Coordinator, members of the staff, and our esteemed students and parents. A hearty welcome to all. Well, some of the parents must be coming, maybe this must be the third time. If you have gotten 3 children, I am also seeing, and today I am not, or neither, we are not disheartened with the strength of the parents, but at the same time, I would like to tell you also why we created this opportunity. It's more than for anyone, for you, so one of the prime objective, and also for now these children to get organized and welcome you all. This is a very proud moment for the children to welcome their own parents, their own style. When they are in the small kids for the primary, they may not have understood many things. Now they started becoming mature. Now they feel proud that welcoming you. And I'm sure all these parents welcomed, at least their kids are here in some program or other, either welcoming or singing. And make sure that when your children are in the program of this, it is your gracious presence that makes a lot of difference. Because they look forward, my parents, my father, mother, if possible, both of them, take a half day leave and come. That is your presence that will add a lot of beauty in their life. So congratulations to the parents who have turned up, and I also welcome Doctor to share his experience as a good parenting, and also what is that a child of this age needs for them. Dear parents, I am extremely happy to see you, so many of you coming together to Little Flower High School for this orientation program. Yeah, this meeting, our children are focused, and it is for them that we are here. Your commitment to your children will definitely allow you to reap the fruits of your labor. Your children, class 5, are now new entrants to this section of the school, because you must have seen from LKG to 4th standard, they are in the primary school, and coming to the high school, they feel that they are matured, and you must have already thought their thought pattern is different. They like to take more of a responsibility, and not more of a little more playful natures are over, little more getting into the seriousness. All that you must have found at home and also in the school. So that's why we thought of keeping this meeting, this orientation now. They are the tiny little parts of little family, especially here. We are making all efforts to familiarize them with their surrounding and settling down as quickly as possible. It's encouraging to see them walking nowadays with an extra zest in their step. And the first, second day, earlier we used to see, in the university only we will go for a campus tour and so on. Now the children, when they come this, the teachers are taken and made it familiarized where and what and who to be they are to be approached. So they are taken as in a campus tour, and yet they have already settled down in the majority of classes. Mind you, when I take the general attendance every day, in the class fifth is the almost full. If there are 45 or 46, except maybe one or two, maybe either sick or otherwise they are full of the zest, and they would like to be back to the school. That's the spirit of enthusiasm they have got. They are no more complain that they don't want to go to school. They want to be in the school. So now you know, even if they have got stomach pain or a headache, they like to be in the school because they find something new, and there are a lot of energy, new campus, new friends, new teachers, new environment. So it is our burden and responsibility is that encourage with the teachers, encourage with the management, encourage with the school, and you also create that atmosphere. So we are here today offline after the gap of 2 years to the herald of beginning and a promising a year ahead. Let's have let's leave behind the difficult times and faced during the pandemic and move forward, praying to the Almighty to provide us the strength and faith to embark positively on this journey together. Let's not complain that last 2 years my children did not study. Now it is God-given opportunity. They must have learning gap is there now. Lot of learning gap is there. This is the time bridge the God and unleash the what they have learned and get into the basics first and the foundation. If they have to start with the APPLE for Apple or 1, 2, 3 in the number, all that basic again they have to learn. This 10-15 days you must be accompanied with them, and therefore then you will see the best of it in the best of fruit in their academics. Now a few of the things that I would like to remind you that there is a threshold of the new beginning. When your child was admitted in our school, you and we are the partners in a common mission, that's education of the child. So do not assume that your responsibility is over with the admission, and also primary education is over. Now we have put on to the high school mission. Now they become as they go. No, you need to accompany them. You and we become the caregivers for the child. Please make this a responsibility in all of seriousness. And also it entails a greater involvement of parents in the process of education. You need to make sure that the child is completing his day-to-day work, follow the specific norms of discipline like punctuality, neatness, and so on. What they had cultivated in primary, but for something during pandemic, we could not maintain that when you were at home. But yet, our teachers made that possible, making them make uniform, wearing uniform, sit in the class, and therefore that proud feeling of being a student of primary, they had that feeling. Now it is up to you to encourage that. Help children to prioritize what is more important in life. Let them not sacrifice the academic pursuit for anything else. Teach the children what is integrity, because as they go now, now sports, literary culture, other, overall we sometimes we put more emphasis on holistic development, very important, but at the same time, it's also important that the academic pursuit is important. That should be one of the focus, along with the holistic development. It is very saddening to know that some parents are supporting children to lie about their absence. Let them learn from us honesty and gain the strength of a character. When I wrote this poet, then I was reminded of some advertisement. Must have seen, no? Online now, corporate world also now, when work from home, meetings are there, and immediately dad comes and say, I'm sorry, I had some other this thing, all that network issue or something that they are telling. Then the child comes in front and says, no dad, you are watching TV, and telling the all other members of the board members. So children are observant on you. Whatever the wrong things that you do and lie to them, that they will pick up. So do not lie in front of the children. Maybe some different environment, but let us not do that, especially for their absence. Spend at least an hour with your child. Ask them how the day was in the school and among friends. Do not ever think providing electronic gadgets to your child exempts from your parental responsibility. These days, now what happened for Rapido and other things, they give them and making them also responsibility, and so that you are tracking them from end to end. That's not good for school children. Your responsibility, you must take it up. Let the child be under your care and control. Kindly attend all the parent-teacher meetings and give your valuable suggestion for the good of your child development. Now, parent-teacher meeting, it is not just only take the progress report and sign and go. It's also an interaction that you come here, and it's also you give a suggestion to your teachers and welfare of the children. As I said in the beginning, your presence itself it boosts for the children of this age. Maybe that in the 10th class, when you say if there are some parents in the 10th class, they will feel that children of that age, they will feel that let their parents do not come to school at all. If coming to the school means that is a kind of something has gone wrong, I need of that counseling, I need of this counseling, all that. So, but of this age, the children feel that my parent should come and should interact with the teacher. Then only they get more opportunity to be on there. So that's very important. So teach your child to maintain a journal. Now always, you must have journal of maintaining of a diary. Ask them to write. Now they become more mature, and whatever the little good things that today doctor says some inspiration thought, that they will write it down, or principal said some message, or their class teacher says some message. Ask them to write down. That will give a much more interactive or learning process or enthusiasm in their childhood. Give them home cooked food and discourage junk food. Although we have started the canteen, I have not started exercising, but if any of you feel that some food of a particular, maybe Sprout and other thing, please do give the name so that we can tell the canteen they will give off. Or if anyone feels that their breakfast, lunch or something that you want to give, because I see some of the students, they do not come have the breakfast, and they are some of the parents, they are giving 10 rupees or 20 rupees, you buy anything what you want. So they cultivate a culture of samosa, all that, and later on what you cooked the food, they don't have any taste. Okay, so for a better health, time to make such kind of thing. And also do not give children too much money. Some of them are giving 500 rupees as a pocket money is a status maintaining now. But the children do not know what to do with that. Then they call their other friends and they start off for the birthday parties or different kiddie parties in the school itself. That itself we are making a wrong thing. Okay, so if at all we are asking them to be responsible, give money and ask them to give an account for that also, how much and what they made use of it. Watch out the signs of depression or any other negative feelings and seek help if needed. Our council madam is already there, already you know, Ms. Medesvi. From last year onwards we have a trained counselor. If your children are feeling of depression or loss of appetite or anger mode or sibling jealousy, all that is there, please do write to the class teacher. And if they are not able to help, do academic auditor, madam is here, and also medicine madam is also. So take the professional help so that children feel much more happy and they are wanted. The most important thing is that you spend time with your child. We are willing to be with you. Today, last 1 week, we have been running to interact with as many parents. We had in the assembly. Then I knew that some assembly is taking little time, but yet making another effort to be part of with you in a very speed time. So when we are spending much time with you, you also must spend a little more time so that its gain is for your kids. So thank you once again, parents, for the trust that you have in us. We assure you that your child is in safe hands. Even when we correct them or give a small punishment, it is because we care. We want your children to make you feel proud and happy. Then we conclude with a quote by William F. Halsey said, all problems become smaller if we don't dodge them, but confront them. And I will add, along with confront, we also will with a care from them. With care and we make a correction. Thank you and God bless you.
Parting words showing us the way to look forward to the future with confidence and hope. Doctor is not the prefix, but it's a superpower because he not only heals a disease but cures the patients. Today, we have in our midst Dr. Ajesh Raj Saksena, a great doctor. We are indebted for your kindness for taking time off your busy schedule to share this occasion and enlighten us. Thank you, sir, for your inspiring presence. Let's invite our alumni to share his impressions.
Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony, respected Reverend Brother Jacob, dear Honorable Teacher, respected teachers, and my dear parents. I am truly humbled this morning to be amidst you all, to be standing here in this very auditorium that I have sat as a little kid, and to be speaking in front of my esteemed teachers in whose classrooms I have grown up in. When I was told that I need to be, I'm invited to speak to parents of class 5, and being a parent of class 4th graders, I myself was thinking what would be going through your minds, especially children of class 5. I know are now transitioning from the primary school to this campus, and you would all be anxious what your children would be going through in their minds, how would they cope up in this bigger campus and with the increasing syllabus, and how they would cope up with all the other activities. So I did not want to make this another bore jargon of parent interaction. I thought I will make this a little interesting, and so I dug up my treasure trove of my little flower memories, and I wanted to share my experiences and some of the photographs that I have lived through. And while making this presentation, I myself lived through all those beautiful, beautiful memories I have of my dear school, and I'm really getting goosebumps to be amongst you all. So a little bit about who I am. I did my medicine from Osmania Medical College, and after that I went on to specialize in general surgery, and I did my super specialization in cancer surgery. And presently I am practicing as a cancer surgeon at a cancer hospital in Hyderabad. But more importantly, the foundation of where I am is because of my institute, and I am proud to say that I am an alumnus of this very institution, where I have not just joined as a toddler in nursery, but right till my 10th, I have grown up in this very institution. During our times, the primary school had classes from nursery to second, and then the third standard to 10th was in this campus, and the third to sixth standard was the middle school, and the 7th to 10th graders were the high schoolers. And it was when you come into the 7th class where you move on from your khaki cheddis to your khaki trousers, and then you start thinking that now I am the big boy of the school. And transitioning from the primary to the middle school, and we moved here as third graders, and when we came into this campus, everything was tall around us. We had tall students, the tall buildings, the senior teachers, and our bags got heavier. But what I can remember is that you can still see Kezia teacher. You can see Kezia teacher in those pictures, where she had joined this school in the 3rd standard. And when I recollect that the transition from moving to primary school to the high school, and the transition from growing up from the small classes to graduating, it was always a very smooth one. I never recollect that there was any kind of stress or difficulty coping up with the syllabus, coping up with the subjects. And I think it was the extra effort that the principal and teachers of this very school used to take at that time to make things comfortable for us. As I can see, the school is still maintaining its traditions, where they are conducting this very own parent orientation program, because they know that as parents we are going to be anxious, and as children they themselves would be overwhelmed of moving to higher standards. So it was more of a gradual journey which we never realized when we grew up, and I still believe that it is our teachers who made that extra effort of making us comfortable, of not making us feel burdened of the syllabus, of the subject, to understand, to comprehend, and to learn. And it was also the friends, the peers that we had during our class, from whom we learned from each other, and we kept growing. And that was the high school, where and you can see Annaman teacher as well, and we can never forget the enthusiastic classes that madam used to take. The Mary teacher who was there, she used to be strict with with her subject and our homeworks. But there was one thing that was so striking about her, that in spite of being one of the senior most teachers of the institution, year after year, every year, she used to have 100% attendance. And when your teacher is making a point to turn up to school each and every day, it really inspires your student, as a student, to stop making excuses from turning up to school. Little Flower has always been known for the value system. The value system is not just taught through moral science classes, but the value system of maintaining integrity, a good character, being a responsible person is ingrained in the environment that is around us. Making the smallest of mistakes. We remember that our teachers used to be sometimes really get hard on us. But I think that is important, because as a society it is important what you are taught in school, what you are taught at home during your childhood is what you continue to be and what you continue to do throughout your life. And this value system that this very school has been stressing upon, I think it still continues till today. And as brother said, maintaining discipline is very important. As discipline is what differentiates a dreamer to an achiever, is what helps the students achieve what they want to do in life. And the discipline that the school has been maintaining. I remember standing behind the assemblies, just being 1 minute late, and we used to, stand behind those lines and wait whether we get scolded, what excuses are we going to make for turning up late. And it's very important. It's important because it's not just the discipline that counts in small things that we do. The discipline of turning up to school in time, the discipline in submitting your homeworks in time, the discipline in having a spick and span uniform. I remember getting caned for not having my white shoes polished or our nails not getting trimmed. But these days, I think that it's both ways. I think we have done up with the harsher punishments, but those memories have really helped us be what we are today. And it is because of the school that has groomed us to be responsible people and responsible professionals. Our batchmates have been in different professions, right from lawyers to engineers to being in the police, politicians, even CEOs of big companies. So it has been this discipline that has been taught to us in the school, and it's really helping us in our professional life. Now this campus also has a very good library. We used to have a library class, and we used to be encouraged to read books in the class. We used to be encouraged to read English lessons, to read the languages, read them out loudly during the class hours, and sit in the library, a library hour which used to be allotted to us, and where we could also borrow books and take them home. And this was a wonderful experience that we had, and I think we were really very privileged. We got introduced to some of the fiction and non-fiction authors, the likes of Enid Blyton, Hardy Boys, which we got introduced at a very early age. Apart from academic excellence, the institute has always stressed the importance of extracurricular activities. Little Flower has been at the forefront of literary and cultural activities. We used to be encouraged to take part in various plays, dramas, elocutions, debates, quiz competitions, and it was a very different experience which we don't get to see these days. It was also a sort of a healthy environment, a competitive, a healthy competition which we had between our colleagues, especially when you used to take part in the literary activities. It was not about who won or who lost. It was more about participation. It was more about giving out your name and being part of the activities, and it was a very nice environment. And apart from that, we used to also have these NCC classes, the Montfort activities, the literary and cultural activities, the Montfort sports programs. I've represented school in the Montfort sports in my basketball team. I have also been part of the NCC camps, and our NCC lessons used to be very nice, but more importantly, we also looked forward to the refreshments after the NCC, where we would all line up outside the canteen waiting for the samosa and the other snacks. And this is Mary teacher out here. Madam has been an inspiration for all of us. Each and every student who has passed out from this institution right from the 70s would be knowing her. Last but not the least, although we think that getting admission into a good school is our responsibility is done, but being a parent myself, being busy in our professional work, I think it is important that we also retrospect and we consciously take time out for our kids. We need to consciously take time because our kids need our guidance, our kids need our support, and our kids need our time. And it's not about the things that we provide them, but it's our time which is most important. And at least an hour a day if possible, and just we come back home and ask them what they have done at school today and what they have been doing. Because these days it's very easy for kids to get distracted. We never had cell phones during our class days. And I think pages had just come in, but we didn't have these kind of distractions during them. And with a lot of junk food around, distraction, the social media, and it's very easy for kids to get influenced by bad behavior, by bad company. And I think it is our responsibility to take time out for them, to guide them, because we are their idols and they look up to us. And this will go a long way because they are going to ape us and they are going to become what they have been seeing. And I think the present days where the days of work has got stressful and all, it's not about just the kind of work that we are doing. It is important that we help kids find their passion and not just force them to be doctors or engineers or pick up a profession which they do not have an inclination to or they do not enjoy. So I think it is very important that we help them, sensitize them to find their passion about the various professions. One thing that we could help them with is to shadow us at work during their holidays or other breaks. Make them shadow our friends who are in other professions so that they get exposed to different scenarios, different situations and different professions that happen around us. So it's also about passion, that what we do. This is another thing I wanted to speak about is at Little Flower is what I have learned, that it is not about us alone. It is about what we also give back to the society. And it is our responsibility to give back to the society. So this is another initiative that we have taken up as with my fellow Usmanians, where we have all got together, pulled up funds and started few organizations where we have trying to revive this culture of libraries, the culture of book reading, and we have set up about 8 libraries so far in rural places where the students are not as fortunate as we have been to have such wonderful teachers, such wonderful facilities around us, and such wonderful mentors. So it is our initiative to give back, and there you can find places where there is not even a light in their homes. So we have started about 8 libraries so far, where children can borrow books or even have an ambient atmosphere of reading in a good tube light on a table and chair. These memories at Little Flower are priceless memories which we can never forget, and we continue to relive these memories each and every day, at work, at home, with our interaction with kids, with our interaction with patients, and at every moment, and they can never be forgotten. And at the same time, we have made friends for lifetime, friends who are now family, friends for more than 3 decades, and every time we run into a fellow Little Flower, we are proud to be alumni of this institution. And we are really humbled today to be amongst you all, to be with my teachers, and I would like to just tell you at the end that as parents, we need to trust the system. We need to trust the teachers. We need to trust the environment that our children are in. And I think most importantly, all those little nudges that our teachers have given us have helped us stay on the right path, have helped us be good, responsible people, responsible citizens. I can never thank my school enough, my teachers, for laying the foundation for where I am today. And today, I would like to thank Reverend Brother Anthony and dear Anoman teacher for giving me this opportunity to speak to you all.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your wonderful memories with us. Thank you, sir, for those grateful words. Appreciation and gratitude. May I now invite Reverend Principal to present a memento to our esteemed guest. Students, a rainbow of possibilities and never-ending opportunities. May I invite Mr. Rajesh Reddy sir to share his impressions.
When shifts and transitions in life shake you to the core, see that as the sign of greatness that's about to occur. A warm welcome to Reverend Brothers, respected teachers, guest of honor, incredible parents, and vibrant students. Welcome to the beginning of your journey of your transition. From my point of view, I've always loved the first days of school better than the last days of the school, because they are the beginnings, and beginnings are always beautiful and exciting. It's highly difficult to speak in 2 or 3 minutes about a school that speaks volumes. Hence, it was a back-breaking effort to put everything in a square box. However, this prestigious institution needs no introduction. This institution of exponential learning has adopted all the advanced and modern technology, yet not forgetting the ancient ethics which are required to build a child's career and the values that enrich every child's personality. To the most distinguished parents sitting here, we the teachers look forward to getting to know the exceptional young children you have raised and to provide an unlimited array of opportunities to them to learn, to grow, to discover who they are and how they want to make a difference in the world we live in. Every student has unlimited potential, but there are contributing factors that affect whether they live up to potential eventually. Experts believe that parents who are involved in their child's education can make a positive and lasting impact on their child's learning ability. When a child experiences early quality learning and care, their short-term cognition boosts their overall development. Similarly, it will also help in long-term success in academics and later life. Children portray enhanced self-esteem and self-worth, improved confidence and better behavior. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. And the willingness to learn is a choice. To you, dear students, a hearty welcome to this great temple of learning. Please respect your parents first because they passed their schooling without Google. I'm here to say a few introductory words about the transition you are going to undertake. The intellectual adventure you are going to undertake is like a merry-go-round that has lots of ups and downs, adventures and excitements, scary and interesting. But I'm sure when you get down, you would like to go for another ride. Seeing friends you haven't seen in a while can make the first day a good one. So whatever you experience here, we assure you that we will do all what we can to help you become whoever it is that you want to become. And I have no doubt that we will always love the world that you will create. So brave explorers of class 5, the world is your oyster. This academic year is going to offer you a remarkable journey of discovery that begins right now. Remember, people who change after change will survive. People who cause the change will lead. People who change the change with the change will succeed. I repeat once again. People who change after change will survive. People who change with the change will succeed. People who cause the change will lead. And while change can be challenging and often can be stressful, yet it offers tremendous opportunities. Try to seize every opportunity on your way. Participate in all the co-curricular and extracurricular activities that can strengthen your mind and make you more successful and focused. This can happen if and only if the parents coordinate and play your role in tandem with the efforts put by each and every teacher. Remember, dear parents, that a better teacher relation results in better performance of a child. Having said this, congratulations and welcome on board. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Thank you. Have a great year ahead.
So much, sir. That sums up the successful efforts, collaborative commitment of teachers, school management, and you, dear parents. Acknowledging the good that you have in your life is that the foundation of all abundance and blessings. Now I invite Miss Animal Ma'am to speak on this occasion.
Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony, our principal, Reverend Brother Jacob Matali Kunel, our primary in charge, Dr. Ajesh Saksena, our guest speaker, our alumnus, and a proud teacher today, and the members of the staff, and my dear parents. It is pure joy for me to stand here today to speak to you, especially because we have left behind those tumultuous years behind us, and this year we are beginning to get back to our normal schedule of work. At this time, we ask the Almighty to bless us through this year and to be with us at every step. We seek His blessings that we will have a safe year ahead. Parents, you and we the teachers play a very important role in the lives of our children. The main objective of education is to prepare our students to educate themselves throughout their lives. I want to repeat that. To prepare our students, the main objective is to prepare our students so that they will be able to educate themselves all their lives. Your children need constant parental support. And believe me, as a parent, I can tell you that if you can do that till they are in class 7 and class 8, they will turn into independent, responsible adolescents. After that, you will have to do nothing because they will become very responsible. But you need to recognize what they lack in, what is the encouragement they require, what are the inputs they require from you. You need to study them, spend time with them, and find out in what ways you can encourage them. Remember, we are playing roles as we are playing our part as role models, not as critics. Correct them. It's not wrong to correct them, but correct them not harshly. Be kind, sit with them, explain to them, make them understand why you need to correct them. Let's solve our problems, not sweep them under the carpet. Let's sit together, solve the problem, talk to the child, listen to the child, and be able to move forward. Remember to tell the child that his main aim is not just getting knowledge, but to inculcate discipline and good habits. And this should be his or her goal. I implore you, I beg of you, dear parents, that if you can do this in these formative years, let me tell you, these are the years you can mold your children. After a certain while, they wouldn't even want you. They wouldn't want you to be anywhere around. These years, if you mold them and if you put them on the right path, you will be able to do so much for them, and you will raise them into wonderful individuals who will do good for the world. They will make the world a better place. Now, raising a child in today's complex world, I believe, is a Herculean task. We have working parents who are very, very busy, yet there are some important principles that need to be followed. First, establish some set rules in the house. Time for studying, time for entertainment, time to eat, time to play, time to go to bed. It's very important that you set these rules. Always be consistent, right? Once you set the rules, the second thing to do is be consistent. Don't change the rules. Don't say, okay, today it's okay, tomorrow something else. No. Husband and wife, father and mother, see that you are in tandem together with the rules. One don't contradict the other. Third thing, be involved in your child's life, right? Make time for your child. It leads to a lot of sacrifice on the part of the parents, but it's okay. Social gatherings are not as important as your child. Go for those social gatherings during the weekends. Leave the weekdays free for that. Your behavior matters, right? Children are watching us constantly. You are their role model. They watch us all the time. They may not say anything, but they form an impression in their minds. Do not spoil a child. I think Brother has already said don't give them a lot of money. But we give them a lot of gadgets instead of giving our love because we feel guilty. So we give them a lot of things. Things can never replace the love that a parent can give. Encourage your child to be independent, right? Teach them to do small things for themselves on their own. For example, teach them to pack their bags with the right books for the next day's timetable. Let them do it in the evening. Teach them to keep their uniform ready for the next morning. Teach them to do these small things, their shoes, their socks, so that they're ready the next morning and they don't run around searching for these things. So teach them to be independent. It gives them a sense of direction and confidence, and this is what they need when they grow up. Don't be harsh. Avoid harsh discipline. Don't beat them up because they will become aggressive when they grow older. So don't beat them. Be kind. Listen to them. Listen to their opinions. They may have their own opinions. Sometimes we learn things from our children. So listen to them. Be attentive to them when they speak to you. Treat your child with respect. Speak to them like you speak to your bosses, to your elders, to other people in the house. Speak to them kindly. Be kind to them. Pay attention to them all the time. And listen to them. There are many parents who the children are speaking and they don't listen to them. It's important to listen to them. These are small tips but very easy to follow. And if you do this, you will develop that self-worth within a child. Please, these are small tips I want to tell you about school. Send them to school on time. Let them be well dressed, clean uniform, neat uniform, well cut nails, well groomed hair, right? Correct socks. Makes you feel good. When we dress up, we feel good, isn't it? They also need to feel good and nice when they come to school. When they come home in the evenings, you may come home later, but doesn't matter. Spend some time with them, open their bags, look at their books, look at the homework, help them with the homework. This stage they'll allow you. A little later, they may not allow you. See that they study something, give up some answers, listen to them. Design a small test for them, make them write that test, read out a story, play some games with them, some board games, Ludo, Snakes and Ladders, Sudoku, anything, word building games, anything. Play some games with them, spend time with them, inculcate the reading habit in them. In short, make them feel that you care. That is the most important thing. Your children of class 5 are our babies in the high school section. For us, they are the youngest here. But it's so wonderful to see them, and on our part, we assure you that we, the management, the teachers, we will all take care of them. Do visit the school as often as you can, and we, the teachers and you, together, we will make this year an outstanding and an exemplary year. Wishing you great success in the year ahead. Thank you.
On this note, I call upon Anushka to deliver the oath of thanks. Primary in charge, academic and general coordinators, teachers, parents and my dear friends. Thanksgiving is a time of togetherness and gratitude. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. First and foremost, I would like to thank God Almighty for showering His blessings and grace upon us. I would like to place on record my gratitude to our principal, Reverend Brother Shahjahan Anthony, Reverend Brother Jacob, primary in charge, and Mr. Dr. Ajesh Raj Saksena, our resource person, for their encouraging presence and words of wisdom and encouragement. My heartfelt thanks to academic coordinator and general coordinator for their valuable suggestions and generous support in conducting today's event. I am very happy to extend my sincere gratitude to the choir. I owe my special gratitude to the teaching and non-teaching staff who have worked hard to ensure that this event becomes cherishing memory. I take immense pleasure to extend my sincere thanks to all the parents and well-wishers. Once again, I wish, once and all present here. Thank you. Words of gratitude. A soldier proudly said, "Anytime I sing the national anthem, It is an honor and pride, and my heart beats out of my chest. Let's imbibe the spirit of patriotism by singing the national anthem. Kindly rise for the national anthem.